We all do, and we all should be eating some metal for our physical and mental health. I'm Dr. Brooke. This is Cook with Dr. Brooke, where we talk about the connection between nutrition and mental health outcomes with a board-certified psychiatrist. And I recently made a video talking about how using a cast iron skillet can increase the iron in your diet and the iron in your food. And there's so many good comments and questions on that video. Also some mis and disinformation, so I thought I would make a second video kind of clarifying some of the science behind this. Firstly, there were a lot of people going, I had no idea that the iron we need to get in our diet is in fact the same iron that is like metal. But in fact it is. Iron is an element on the periodic table, and as you can see, it is classified as a metal. This is the same iron where if you stick enough of them together, you get a cast iron skillet. Some people were pretty upset with me for saying that the cast iron skillet is one way to get more iron in your diet. Heme iron, you need heme iron kept coming up over and over again, otherwise you can't absorb it. But that's not true. Our body has multiple ways of absorbing iron in different formats. It is more efficient at absorbing heme iron, but it has other ways that it can absorb iron through other transporters. And even if you don't believe me, even if you think, no, it's just heme iron and there's no way of knowing that diagram's fake, that, this is all just this doctor spreading bad information, there are controlled trials where we look at people who use iron cookware over non-iron cookware. Iron went up just from using iron cookware without changing the diets. And then what do we do once the iron gets into our bodies? So iron gets bound to hemoglobin on the red blood cells that flow through our blood and deliver oxygen around our body. So the hemoglobin is the protein on your red blood cells that carries the oxygen. The reason your blood is red is because there's iron in the hemoglobin. If you don't have enough iron, you can't make enough hemoglobin, and your body's gonna keep trying to make red blood cells, but it won't have enough hemoglobin. You might have a normal number of red blood cells, but they should be smaller. Iron deficiency anemia is what we call a microcytic anemia, meaning the red blood cells get smaller. The other comment/question that I saw a couple of times was, can I have too much iron? And to that, I would say probably not. You're probably good. It is very hard to become toxic with iron, especially from the trace amounts that we're picking up from the pan. In some certain conditions like hemochromatosis, you can overaccumulate iron, but you lose iron through blood, right? That's why menstruating women can become more anemic and iron deficient. You can lose iron through your gut, your GI tract. There's cells in our gut that are constantly shedding, and some iron gets lost that way. We also lose some iron just when our skin cells shed. There is some natural turnover, and being iron deficient is much, much, much more common than being iron toxic. And if I mess anything up, please correct me in the comments. Please cite some sources. I'm always happy to be wrong. On this instance, though, I am not wrong. You can use your cast iron skillet to increase your iron in your diet without changing your diet at all. My phone is full, so I can't actually record another draft and upload anything else to TikTok until this gets up, but I'm gonna try to make a second video about where to get a cast iron skillet and how to take care of it.